Hi everybody. I thought I'd just touch base with you with regards to best practice when it comes to making planner entries, okay? Best practice with planner entries is best illustrated with the sample planner entry that Ricky gave us some time ago. This will be uploaded into the Google Classroom module on the planner. All right, creating the planner entry is very important, as this is how we communicate job details with the warehouse or the yard. They can't see tailwinds, so this is all they can see in order to understand the jobs that we're doing with them. All right, so to sort of illustrate the best way to create these, I thought I'd just do a sample one for everybody. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is put in the job number. In this case, maybe it's 100057. Okay, the next thing you want to do is put the time you know the outbound truck is going to come. So for example, you know the outbound truck's going to be here at 9 a.m. in the morning. Just put 9 a.m. Okay, the next thing you want to add is the action that must be done. Often this will be simple as putting dstuff, for example. Sorry, I can't spell dstuff. Or for example, you might load transload. Okay, if you had a few more details, you could even add something like transload onto flat deck. But just the basics of what the yard team is going to need to do with that order. Okay, once you've got that in, assign it to yourself. So I'll do that right there, and then click add task. Okay, so now we see that the new job entry is down here. Just click on the header line and it will open in a bit of a larger format. Okay, the first thing we need to do once we've done that is add the label. Okay, the label tells us the what, where, when, maybe even why of the job. Okay, so the most important ones is where. So for example, you see tabs for inside and outside. So at the very least, choose one of these. Okay, so for example, a lot of my jobs are being done outside, so I'm going to click outside. Okay, I know that they need to block and brace, so I'm going to add that. Okay, I also know that it's a bonded load. It's going to the United States. The bond isn't quite complete. I want to make sure it doesn't go before the bond is complete, so I'm going to add hold and bonded. Okay, that's just for example. If you don't know all that information, again, just having inside or outside is enough. Okay, it's important to note that the labels also can be used to communicate with us. So again, for example, we see things here like working. The yard will add that when they're working the container or doing the job. They might add warehouse floor, letting you know that they've unloaded it from a container and it's now on the warehouse floor. Of course, that would be for an inside job, but you get the idea. So tabs are used for us to communicate with the warehouse and the yard, and also for the warehouse and yard to communicate with us. Okay, now there's a certain number of things that we want to put down here. Okay, so in the notes, we want to add freight details. Okay, this is most commonly going to be the dimensions and weight. Usually you can cut and paste that information from your order entry form or from the emails shared with you introducing the job. Okay, you may also make notes about it being brake bulk or palletized freight. You may know the quantity. You can add that there. Okay, so we definitely want to add some freight details here. Also, we want to mention the outbound carrier for sure. Okay, again, I can't. Okay, outbound carrier. Okay, so we could put the name of the outbound carrier here. Let's say SeaTac. Okay, so that's if we have organized the carrier ourselves. If it's customer arranged, we just want to put customer outbound carrier. And again, we know it's SeaTac. We're just letting the warehouse know what is the carrier that's going to come in to get the freight. Okay, we could also add below that any special instructions. Okay, anything we want them to know about early return dates, cutoff times, free time related to the container, anything like that, we could put in special instructions right here. Okay, but definitely we want the freight details and the carrier mentioned in this box. Okay, you also want to click this button here. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is the checklist. Okay, the checklist is going to say things like container arrives, destuff container, okay, container empty, outbound arrives, empty container returned. For example, there's no rules to that, but these are the most basic steps for the job to be completed, and we want to include those in the Power Planner entry. Okay, finally, we could add any attachments. The most important attachment to add would be the BOL, so we should always add a BOL here. Even if it's a customer arranged pickup, we want to add a customer arranged BOL to the planner entry. Okay, we also might add packing lists, we might add customs paperwork if necessary. Anything like this can be added to the attachments here. Again, Glenn will most want to see BOLs for sure and packing lists if available. Okay, so thank you very much, everybody. Just a little video on how we can do our planner entry forms to most effectively communicate with the yard or the warehouse. Thank you very much.